Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So today we're going to dive into one of the JMeter's most powerful debugging tool, the Debug Sampler. Yes, you've heard it right. We're going to see about the Debug Sampler. So if you have ever struggled to figure out what variables are available in your test or why your test is not working the way you expected, and this is the tool that will save you hours of frustration. So let's jump right in. And before that, this is me, Vasan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to Little Slaw YouTube channel. Uh, there are a lot of content like this, which you all know in our Little Slaw YouTube channel. If you're someone who wants to have a personalized training or a kind of a group training where you can explore a lot of other items where you cannot even have those, you cannot even find those items in various other training institutes and even in YouTube. So if you want to learn those tools and techniques and want to grow in JMeter into the next level, please do reach out to me. I'm conducting regular training sessions for people who wanted to enrich their knowledge in JMeter. So yeah, with that we move on to the video. So what exactly is the debug sampler in here? Just to let you know, if you go to thread group, go to sampler, and then you get to see the debug sampler. So here I have a sample code with me. So I have a debug sampler. So this debug sampler that you see here is a special type of sampler in JMeter that does not actually make any request to a server. Instead, it's like a windows into your test because it shows you exactly what's happening under the hood. And think of it like console.log, right? So we use console.log in JavaScript, or we use print in Python. But for JMeter, we use this debug sampler. In fact, it displays three types of information that you see here. One is the JMeter properties, the other one is JMeter variables, and the third one is the system properties, right? So this JMeter properties that you see here are the variables that you create or extract during your test, and so the JMeter variables, and then the JMeter properties are something that is the system-wide settings that affect your entire JMeter instance. And then you have the system properties, which is the Java system properties. And the best part is you can choose which one to display, and let me show you how. So firstly, as I showed you, I have the debug sampler with me. So let me just show you how to do it. So go to add and then the sampler and then the debug sampler will get you the debug sampler in your script. It's super simple. And now notice this, there are three checkboxes, right? The JMeter properties, the JMeter variables, and the system properties. So in the JMeter properties, it usually keeps this off unless you are debugging any property related issues, any JMeter related property issues. And then the second one, which is the JMeter variable. So this is the star of the show. Yes, keep this on most of the time to know what are the variables you have in your system, you have in your responses. And then you have the system properties, which is rarely needed because this shows the Java system properties. And for most debugging scenarios, you will only want the JMeter variables. Yes, you only want the JMeter variables. So this keeps the output clean and focused. So in fact, I can even show you both of them, but I can disable them and show you again how does it really keep the screen very clean and focused. So let me also add a view results tree. So here I have a view results tree. So we can see the output, and we all know how to do it. So go to thread group, add listener, and the first one, which is the view results tree, which will get, and mainly we all know, so debug sampler and view results tree, everything is focused on debugging, right? Not for your load testing, for your debugging of your scripts, right? So now let's move on to the practical part, and let's see what do we have configured in this action part. So I have created a custom variable. I'll just show that to you. So I have created a custom variable here, vars.put the hello world, and then vars.put 1 2 3 4 5, and then timestamp, right? And then the next part is these commands create three variables, right? So that I can use throughout our test. And now I have added another debug sampler after the bean shell sampler. So I have a bean shell sampler where I have created these three variables, and after that I have added another debug sampler, right? So where I have enabled the JMeter variables, I have another one where I have enabled only the system properties. I'm just having two different debug samplers. One is to display the JMeter variables, and the other one is to display the system properties. Okay. So now what I'll do is I will start running the test, and let's see what happens or what we can see in the view results tree. Save the results, click on play, and now here if you go to the response data, here you can see the variables, right? So the JMeter variables, and if I go to the system properties, you cannot see the JMeter variables. You cannot find. I'll just even I can just search in here. See, you cannot find here because in this debug sampler you are getting the JMeter variables, and in this one, the second debug sampler, you are getting the system properties, right? So that is the difference. So in the first one, in the JMeter variables, you can see the custom variables that we have created, the custom var1, custom var2, and the timestamp. And in the system properties, you can see the built-in variables like the start.ms, the JMeter thread.last sample.ok. So any variables from our test plan. So this is incredibly useful when you're extracting data from responses and want to verify the extraction worked correctly, right? So now let me share you 3 real-world scenarios, which have actually, this debug sampler has actually saved me. It has actually worked as a lifesaver for me. So the first scenario where it really helped me is in a place where I wanted to debug the regular expression. So when you see a regular expression extractor and if it is not working, please make sure you add a debug sampler after it, and you can immediately see if the variable was created and what value it has. So it has no more guessing, and it was the very first moment I started using the debug sampler, and it really saved me a lot. And it, in fact, it was a lifesaver at that time because I have added a regular expression and it was not working, and the debug sampler did really help me to understand what variable was created. And then the second part is the correlation issue. So when I was doing some correlation, like when I was extracting some session IDs, or I remember it was like some tokens, so this debug sampler, it showed me exactly what was extracted and whether it is being passed correctly to the next request. Yes, it really helped me while I was doing the correlation issue. So if you are again facing some scenarios like that, some correlation issues like that, you can very well use it. And then the third scenario is the parameterization verification. Yep. So when I was using a CSV dataset config, I placed a debug sampler at the start of my thread group to verify all the variables are loaded correctly with the expected values. So in 3 different scenarios, like while I was debugging the regular expressions, the very common correlation issues, and the most common parameterization verification. So in all these different scenarios, it really helped me a lot. It was really a lifesaver, I would say. And most of us do not even think about using it, but please do use it, and you will definitely understand how it really helped you. And in fact, to add, if you are looking for any personalized training, or if you are looking to explore into a higher role in JMeter, please do reach out to me for a personalized training or group training. I'm very glad to teach you, and I can even teach you in both English and Tamil. So yeah, now going back to the content. So you can add multiple debug samplers at different points in your test to trace how the variables change throughout the execution. Some of the tips I will say based on my experience, my expert tips, please make sure you're disabling it before your production, before your load test. If you see here, if you go back to the top one, so here if you can see the variables, the base variables, and the same thing if you see here, there are like changes to it, right? So you can add the debug sampler at the start of your thread group to see the initial variables, and after the extractors to verify the extraction, and before any critical request to confirm the variables exist, and after if the controllers to see which branch gets executed. So by doing this, you can very well understand what are the variables you have and how did they behave previously and how did it react after that. And actually you have to make sure that you're going to keep it clean, because only enable the JMeter variables checkbox, because enabling all 3 creates lots of information and it will definitely overload you and it makes you harder to find what you need. And then coming back to the naming conventions, please do give your debug sampler a descriptive name like debug after login extraction, or debug before API call, or debug check CS variables, and this makes it easier to identify them in the results tree. And there you have it. So the debug sampler is going to be your best friend from today when developing JMeter scripts. So remember, use it to inspect variables, place it strategically in your test, keep only the JMeter variables enabled, it will actually save you a lot of time, and remove or disable before load testing. So if you find this helpful, please do smack that like button and subscribe for more JMeter tutorials. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to see any specific JMeter topics covered, and the JMX file I used in this video will be available in the description below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy testing. Take care and bye bye.